What's up everybody, it's SystemSykos. Just wanted to show you my collection of video games and comic books. Start off with my comic books, mostly Marvel stuff. I'll just show you the main gems that I got. The first one I'll show you is my gem of all time. It's Avengers #1, 1964, first appearance of the Avengers. It's in a grade 2. Which, honestly, the older comics, you're probably gonna get lower grades because it's just harder to find really high-graded older comics due to the fact that back in the day, people didn't really consider these collectibles until later. This is Hulk 181. It's the very first appearance of Wolverine. This is one of the comics that are like very sought after because Wolverine's a very popular character. Got the first appearance of Hawkeye. He appeared in the Tales of Suspense #57. He's not really a prominent character in the comics. He really doesn't have his own solo series that was really popular, but I like the character. This one everybody will appreciate. First appearance of Black Panther, Fantastic Four #52. This is the very first appearance of Iron Fist, Marvel Premiere #15. This is Daredevil #1. First appearance of Luke Cage. And then the last comic I got signed and graded is Deadpool #1. It's signed by Ed McGuinness, the artist. He is the reason why I love Deadpool, is because of the way he drew Deadpool. And I just pretty much collected this when I was in middle school, and so I'm appreciative to actually have a copy of him signing it. So show off my video games. This is the original Nintendo wall that I have. I'll show you probably like the key one for Black Box. This is Donkey Kong Jr. Math. It's actually in really good shape and it's complete. This is probably the rarest and most expensive Black Box games. I think now this game probably goes for $1,500 now. Little Samson in the box. This one now in the box, probably like $2,500 or something maybe. I mean, gosh, there's a bunch, dude. Like Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu. That's a good one. Bubble Bobble 1 and 2. #2 is the expensive one. This is like one of my favorites growing up as a kid. We got all 3 Ninja Gaidens, but #3 is the rare one. This right here. This is DuckTales Collector's NES edition. So Capcom reproduced this copy of DuckTales. So it's actually a playable game, so they put it on a gold cartridge. They only sent it out to like gaming companies, gaming journalists. So they never sold this in stores. So that's the only way you could get it. They just sent it to you, but I was able to get one. So there's only 150 of them. So that's my copy. So this one, I don't know how much it's, $2 grand or something. I don't know. So the next console, I just want to show a couple of games for the Super Nintendo. The one game that everybody always talk about is Hagani. So from what they say, this was like a Blockbuster exclusive. Yeah, it's probably one of the hardest games to find. This one probably goes for like $1 grand probably. Wild Guns. This is another hard one. This got remade on the Switch and PS4. The 3 best joints. Mega Man X, Mega Man X2, and then this one is the super hard rare one to find. This is Mega Man X3. This one, I'll be honest with you, I got the game for free in high school. Some kid gave it to me, but I didn't have the box, so I ended up buying the box. I paid $70 for the box. Okay, well, there's a lot of stuff I won't be able to show you, dude, because it's like all the way under there. This is my other wall. As you can see, so I have a complete Sega Master Set. This is every single Sega Master System game in the North American set. This is like way expensive, and the reason why is because this game originally only came out like in Europe. And so when they wanted to release it out in America, what they did is they just got the European copies and they slapped a sticker on the back. And so when American collectors want to find the game, they'll find a lot of European copies because the European copies are exactly the same, and the only thing to distinguish European from American is a sticker on the back. So you're basically paying $1,000 for a sticker on the back. Because you can easily get the European copy for 30 bucks. So I got the sticker because I'm a sweat lord like that. Sega Saturn. So this is one of the like Sega's, gosh, this is like such a gem of a console, dude. Like nobody fucked with this system back in the day. But there's a lot of good games, and the one that this is everybody talks about this game. So this is Panzer Dragoon Saga. Has 4 discs. It was like one of Sega Saturn's last games. This game, dude, I couldn't tell you how much this goes for. Probably over $1,000 maybe. I don't know, 1,500. I paid 300 for it. So I'm not gonna lie, I paid a pretty penny for it. But and then there's a lot of Capcom games, and believe it or not, these games are super expensive. This game, Mega Man 8, is actually a rare version of this. I don't know how much it goes for now, but when I bought it like a couple years ago, it was going for 200. I'm sure it skyrocketed, and this one's Mega Man X4. This one's a little cheaper. Saturn Bomberman. This is probably, this Bomberman is really cool because 16 people can play in it. And it's like one of the coolest looking ones too. And it's the rarest, I think it's probably one of the rarest. Other than the Sega Saturn, we got all these PS2 games. You know, I'm not really going for a full set of that. It's just too many, and I just get like the really good games. Wii U, PS3, Xbox 360. You can't see behind them, but I have more games behind these because I don't have much room. But behind them is like regular Xbox. GameCube is behind here. I have all my PS1 games here. There's a lot of good gems here, PS1. And then behind this, I have more PS1 games. I have a full Virtual Boy set, and the main Virtual Boy game is Jack Brothers, everybody talks about. I'm not gonna lie, I paid like 300 bucks for this, but to be honest with you, in the box now, man, this is probably over $1,000 now. I have a full Dreamcast set, but the 2 Dreamcast games I want to highlight is Project Justice. This is my original copy. I actually bought this from the store, but this is one of the rare ones. And then Cannon Spike, everybody loves Cannon Spike. I remember getting this for 25 bucks at GameStop, and then it ended up being like one of the more sought after Dreamcast games. Besides all this, you really can't see, but I have a full TurboGrafx 16 set. So they're down here, but I'll show you my favorite game that I have. I pulled out Air Zonk, horizontal shooter, pretty dope. And then I have the full set, like 94 games, all in the box, except for one game. And the one game that I don't have, I have it, but this is not an authentic copy. So this is what they call a reproduction. It says in the back, this is not an original. So 2014 was when it's like identical, dude. You know what I mean? But I have the game. I also got arcade marquees, some vintage ones. I got Altered Beast, because I like Altered Beast. I'm a Street Fighter fanboy, so I got the vintage Street Fighter 2 marquee and the Championship Edition marquee. So this is actually an original vintage Mario Brothers Nintendo Entertainment store display. Like, this was legitimately displayed at like stores that sold Nintendo. So I don't know what store this one was at, but it could have been Sears, it could have been Toys R Us, I don't know. I got this from some guy on Instagram who said he found it in the storage unit and he had no use for it, you know, since I collect stuff like this. So he's like, you want to do a trade? I traded him, some pair of Jordans that were like 10 years old and a t-shirt, and he gave me this. And what's funny about this is I looked it up at the time when I got it a couple years ago, it was about 500 bucks. Now this probably goes for like between 1,000 to 1,500 bucks. So I thought that was a good trade. So this is my original Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition Turbo arcade cabinet. I always felt like having like a arcade cabinet was like, that was like a dream come true, you know what I mean? It was like the ultimate collection. And so it was always a dream to finally have one, especially Street Fighter, because Street Fighter, like, I don't know about you, but Street Fighter changed my life, dude. But yeah, I have it and I love it. Okay, so check this out. So my girlfriend Jennifer, she surprised me with this. So she bought this on eBay. It's the original Ninja Turtles game on NES, but it's signed by Kevin Eastman. Kevin Eastman is one of the creators of the Ninja Turtles. Man, I love Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtles is like, was the shit growing up, and this is the authenticity, ticket of authenticity. So this is a picture of me and Stan Lee back in 2013. I think it was the last time he came to the Baltimore Comic-Con. I actually got him to sign this Marvel Comics, it's one of the Marvel's story. The reason why I picked this issue is because when I was a kid, I saw this at Toys R Us and I thought it was like the coolest thing ever. Ninja Turtle backpack. I mean, this is like regular, just, it's nothing special. You know, a lot of people had this, but I actually found this at a Goodwill for like $6. And I was like, ah, fuck it, I'll get it, you know? I've never worn it. I don't think I ever will wear it, but I actually put these like little pins on them. This is like 2 vintage ones that I found at the Baltimore Comic-Con not too long ago. All right, guys, well, I appreciate you coming by, checking out my shit. It was good talking about this stuff. I rarely get to talk about it, you know, but I like going down through this stuff and showing you what I got, all the cool pieces and anything. So appreciate it, guys. Thanks for watching. Get the fuck out.